LeBron James is one of the greatest basketball players of all time, and now his two sons are looking to make their own mark on the basketball world. Bryce and Bronny James are two of the most talked about basketball prospects in the world. But who will be the better NBA prospect? Will Bryce be able to outshine his older brother? In this video, we will explore their stories and determine who is the better NBA prospect between the two. We'll take a look at their basketball skills and potential to investigate which of the two could become the next king. Join us as we discover who it's going to be and watch until the end to know the truth about Bryce Maximus James. The James family's remarkable genetics is something that future generations can study and marvel at. Not only did LeBron become one of the greatest basketball players of all time, but he has also produced two sons who are on their way to becoming stars in the NBA. Bronny James, for one, has been praised as a potential NBA player since his early teen years, but he has not yet achieved the level of being a definite selection in the 2023 recruiting class. According to 24/7 Sports, which includes the opinion of many experts, Bronny is ranked 41st in his class, making him a reliable four-star player, but not a shoo-in for being a one and done. While LeBron James has expressed his wish to have the chance to play on the same team as Bronny before his retirement, saying, "My last year will be played with my son. I would go to any lengths to play with Bronny for just 1 year. It's not about the money by that point." Last summer, LeBron James signed a 2-year extension with the Los Angeles Lakers worth a whopping $97.1 million. This agreement will keep him in the city of Los Angeles until the 2024-25 season, the same year his son Bronny will be eligible for the NBA draft. But what about young Bryce? Does he have the same potential to make it to the NBA? Despite all the talk and attention Bronny has right now, many basketball experts and analysts are saying that Bryce is the better NBA prospect. The first significant reason why Bryce is told to be the better prospect is because of a sudden shift in height. In case you haven't heard, Bryce just experienced an unbelievable growth spurt this year. As you can see, no one was even talking about Bryce 2 years ago. He was short in comparison to Bronny, who isn't extremely tall for a professional basketball player, standing at 6'3". But see, Bryce just had a wild transformation this year, and now he's officially listed at 6'6" and has actually outgrown his 18-year-old brother by 3 inches. How insane is that? This kid is only 15 years old and is only a sophomore. Even LeBron wasn't that tall when he was 15, and when he was compared to his youngest son today, it's clear that Bryce has basically caught up to his father. At the young age of 15, Bryce is likely to experience another growth spurt in the future, which could push his height to an impressive 6'10" and maybe even taller. It's startling to consider the potential of this young man with LeBron James's DNA running in his veins. Looking at Bryce's recent highlights, you can already tell that his athleticism is definitely there. But what sets him apart from his older brother and father is how remarkable his shooting abilities are. He has already made a name for himself as a deadly shooter, and if he continues to develop his game, we may see the second coming of the king, only bigger, faster, stronger, and more efficient. LeBron James once tweeted that Bryce is the best shooter in the James family. When you look at Bryce's basketball highlights, it shows that he loves to make it rain. Examining his clips reveals that he has an efficient shooting stroke for his age. This style is likely modeled after Stephen Curry, who is considered the best shooter of all time. Steph is also Bryce's favorite player, which Bryce wore Curry's number for a while. Now, if you're questioning if Bryce will be successful in basketball, consider this. LeBron spends approximately $1.5 million each year to maintain his physical fitness. And it's likely that he will pass this knowledge and resources onto his sons so they can reach or surpass the same level of excellence. With all of the necessary resources at his disposal, Bryce can continuously improve his game in every way, whether it be through skill training or physical conditioning. All he needs to do is ask his father, and LeBron will make sure that everything is taken care of. By making use of his shooting talent and taking advantage of his new size, Bryce has the potential to become a player like his dad, or maybe even Kevin Durant, depending on how tall he gets. Tall and skilled, with the ability to excel on both ends of the court, Bryce already has a great talent for mid-range shots and can take full advantage of mismatches by imposing his physicality and length close to the basket. Furthermore, he has a bit of LeBron James in him, being able to lift off the ground just like his father. As he continues to excel, the spotlight will increasingly be on him as he moves up the ranks of the sport from high school to the next level. His progress will be closely watched by the basketball community, who will no doubt be eager to see what he can achieve. Talking about college, Bronny, the older brother, is making waves in the college basketball recruitment world. Already a 4-star recruit, a multitude of universities are vying for the chance to have him join their team. He's got offers from USC, Ohio State, and Memphis so far, and from what we hear, he likes USC and Ohio State the most. With his impressive skill set and potential, Bronny is sure to make an impact wherever he goes. However, Bryce, the younger brother, is a highly promising young athlete. He is tipped to not only match, but to surpass the accomplishments of his brother, and become a 5-star prospect. This is because, while Bronny is an explosive guard with solid skills, he is only 6'3", which may be holding him back from the top 20 rankings. For Bryce, who stands at a taller height, he has the potential to draw more attention and recognition as a 5-star recruit with a prototypical NBA body. Now, this is not to say that Bronny can't be elite. It's just that his smaller size means he will have to rely on other aspects of his game to make it in the big leagues. He will need to focus on his shooting ability, ball handling skills, quickness, and overall basketball IQ in order to be successful. He will also need to continue to work on his physical strength and conditioning so he can compete with the other top players in the NBA. Although it may be difficult, if Bronny puts in the hard work and dedication, there is no doubt he can reach the elite level of play the NBA is looking for. In addition, based on the current environment of the NBA right now, most teams are looking to draft versatile guys with length who can knock down threes. But guys like Scoot Henderson are also holding their own at the top of the draft list. Guys that possess Westbrook-like qualities at 6'3" still can make a huge impact on the court, and Bronny stands to do the same. If you look closely at Bryce's game, Bryce has the potential of a modern NBA star. His outside shooting is already on point, and he has a great touch near the basket. He's also a tall wing, which is something that is highly sought after in the modern NBA. His game is quickly improving, and he's already showing signs of being an impactful player. As young Bryce improves, his physical capabilities will grow as well. He will become faster, stronger, and more agile with each passing year. His dunking ability will also improve, and his body control will become even more impressive. His understanding of the game and his ability to read the defense will also improve, giving him an edge over his opponents. Just imagine LeBron's power and athleticism combined with the pinpoint accuracy of Curry. That's how high Bryce's ceiling is. Bryce is sure to be an up-and-coming star in the world of basketball. Despite being just a sophomore player for Sierra Canyon High, Bryce has already earned his first Division I offer from Duquesne University. If he continues to strive for greatness and make the most of his talents, then he should have no problem getting drafted in 2026 when he's eligible. That year, LeBron James will be 43, and if Bryce does make it to the big leagues, let's hope that LeBron is still playing so Bryce could potentially play alongside his brother Bronny and his father LeBron. And if it were to happen, it would be a truly remarkable event, not only within the scope of the NBA, but across the entire sports world. It would be remembered for years to come, and would undoubtedly become one of the most iconic moments in the history of sports.